And we're live.
I watched this thing where they're two different things I've been watching because I go down the YouTube rabbit hole with genetics and dinosaurs and shit. But they're trying to because they can't do the Michael Crichton thing, right? That they did in Jurassic Park, and there's no way to salvage DNA from dinosaurs. It's impossible. Apparently, DNA like literally completely degrades after like 7 million years. So even if there was that mosquito or tick that had bitten a dinosaur, then immediately been encased in amber, and somehow they were able to get DNA out of that, it wouldn't matter because after 7 million years, there's no DNA. The dinosaurs.
You fill in the gaps with frogs. They covered that in the movie.
There are no gaps.
It would be all frog.
It'd be all frog. We made a frog.
Wait, you're telling me that whole scene about like dino DNA? That's not even real? They couldn't do that?
No.
That was a cartoon, Taylor.
That was a cartoon.
Of course it wasn't real.
It was a cartoon they showed at fucking whatever Corporation Island that was.
That was Jurassic Park. Yeah. So no, that can't be done. But what they are doing and what they can do, the thing is that like chickens evolved from dinosaurs. So like in their genetic code are the genes to be a dinosaur. They're just turned off, so they're de-evolving chickens and trying to turn them into dino chickens. And they've done like several different experiments to like target specific genes. Once they did one, like, all right, let's make a naked chicken. Did it. Easy. All right, let's make one with a mouth with teeth in it. Done. Easy.
They got a chicken with teeth?
Yeah. And like a mouth, not a beak. They're like, all right, now let's make one that has like reptilian legs.
What?
Because like dinosaurs have different like leg bones, like bird leg bones. I think the tibula is longer than the fibula or something like that. There's this disparity in the length. Whichever one is longer or shorter, it doesn't matter. But the dinosaurs didn't have that disparity because of the way they walked or something like that. The science isn't important.
I need to hold on real quick. So they made it have a mouth and teeth. So did it have lips? Whenever they create one of these abominations, once they've created it in utero, then they kill it so that it doesn't have to live a life as some sort of freak of nature. So they don't even really know if that.
This could be a successful YouTube genre if they let it live. I would totally watch chicken.
It probably wouldn't have even survived, right?
It's inhumane. No, it will survive. It'll work. It's just inhumane to make it live as some sort of weird freak of nature.
We eat them.
Yeah, but we don't like turn them into like disgusting blob monsters and make them live. Like, you ever see The Fly 2 when they keep that poor boy's golden retriever alive for years, suffering and it's like, oh, it's so sad. I cry every time.
Yeah, that's a dog.
If you're out there listening, watch Fly 2. And
skip the first one,
or don't.
It's like Ode Yeller with torture. It's awful. So perfect. This is exactly what they're going to do. This is exactly it. This is very scientific. What we have here, not at all though. But no, they are literally working on this right now. They've got the funding to de-evolve a chicken into a dino chicken, and it's being worked on as we speak.
They've got the funding. There's potholes all over the road.
It's not government funding. Chickens. It's private funding. And then
paying for that to have chickens with
like
mouths.
A fourth-tier billionaire, and you can't buy a penis-shaped spacecraft like Bezos did. You should just go dinosaur. Like it's the less competitive.
Dude, it's cheap enough that we could crowdfund one of these things here. Like they were like, now we have $1 million worth of funding. I'm like, that's all it took. like a big YouTuber could make that happen. Like, boys, we're gonna make a dino chicken. You guys get to name it. It'll be just like that Mountain Dew flavor. We're not naming it Hitler, but there's a few things we're not gonna name it. But yeah, they were bragging about this $1 million in funding they had finally like gotten their hands on. But they've been working on this for some time, like doing one gene at a time. Like I said, let's give it the mouth. That worked. Okay, so now we know how to do that. Now let's fix the legs and just reactivating genes and its DNA. That
I won't get excited about this until you see like one grown up. That's been born
agreed.
And
Agreed.
Grows up.
Yeah, I need to see it done. And so, and then the other thing they're doing, and they're saying that this could be come to fruition in the next 5 to 7 years, is bringing back the mammoths, because they do have mammoth DNA. And they say that they can clone one and then put it in the womb of an Asian elephant, I believe. And they think that they can actually bring mammoths back. So just in time for global warming, we're going to have mammoth skin.
That would be cool.
It'd be like having a Siberian husky in Florida.
I'm more interested in the mammoth, honestly, because the dino chicken sounds like it's going to be like very underwhelming. It's going to be like
there have to be some other things too. Like, what about recently extinct animals? Do we have their DNA at all?
Well, dodo.
They were talking about. I think the dodo is the one that like always gets the most votes. They said to bring back.
Tiger extinct, maybe.
Yeah, the Tasmanian tiger.
Okay.
That I'm sure we've all seen that like footage of on Reddit.
Recently, right?
They recently colorized it, which was a new thing, and smoothed it out a little bit.
Is it that video from like the 1905, 04
when they've got like
or something?
It's really sad when you know the background because it's like, this is the world's last Tasmanian tiger. He lives here alone on the concrete behind bars for all of us in London to ogle at. Look at him. Soon there will be none, and he doesn't even know it. And
that's not even like the most offensive exhibit because it's 1870 and they
pan over a little bit more.
People.
They pan over a little more. And this is Mutombo. We took him from Eastern Africa. He is the last of his tribe, and he knows it.
It's like they just
because he watched us slaughter them.
He's just like, dude, I'm a person. Let me out.
They used to do that, right? They would put people.
Yeah.
They would
go kidnap like Aboriginals. And then go Africans. Put them in a zoo, and like a bunch of people would like walk around and be like, "Oi, jolly good!" Like, "Oh, this is a right bit of fun before we have our shepherd's pie."
Is that supposed to be British or Australian?
I don't know how to do either one, Will. So it always becomes Australian.
I got a little Cockney thing there. I'm co-signing. She's just too picky, and I'm going with she for you. That's your pronoun.
Picky.
That's confusing.
No, I'm just going to be the wait. What's the guy from Mary Poppins? Just the worst accent ever.
Oh, the chimney sweep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember the character's name.
I don't either.
It's very dirty.
Since I was a child. But yeah, this is how bad things happen. They're gonna fuck up one gene and they're gonna make a full blown T-Rex. And actually, that's a pretty cool fuck up. We have guns. We could totally
we just fucking kill that thing. Yeah,
they need to skip to the end of this.
There's no reason to be afraid of a T-Rex anymore. Like I mean, we're gonna give it years and years to get big enough to hurt somebody. Just blow it away the first sign of trouble.
That Jurassic Park movie where they were suddenly bulletproof is so BS every time. The new Jurassic Parks, they're shooting at that, like the genetically engineered one. Somehow they've made flesh bulletproof. It's so like,
is that the one where like they're like selling genetically modified dinosaurs to billionaires? And it's like, billionaires are billionaires because they're not buying genetically modified dinosaurs. Like that probably.
Oh, come on! Look.
But they weren't going in there. None of if it was like Elon Musk sitting there being like, make one with even bigger fins. That's sick. I'm buying an island. It's going to live there. But these were like Yakuza billionaires. Like these will revolutionize warfare. And it's like no, it's not helpful.
That's absurd. Maybe if you wanted to attack raptor or something like instead of attack dogs on your property, that'd be kind of sick. But no, I don't buy into any of this. You can't trust reptiles anyway, or whatever the fuck dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think if you want to have a army where people don't get hurt, you go cybernetic, cyborg type thing. Not maybe cyborg means people, but anyway, you go robots. You don't go dinos
for sure. We're way too close to robots to revert back to dinos. We're there. They just don't look like robots on 2 feet. We already have like little drone tanks and stuff we could do.
Oh yeah.